Rashi ma'am, may I start? Good evening, eminent guests, dignitaries, principals, coordinators, and dear participants. We take pride in welcoming you all to the Sustainable Development Goals initiated by Harvest Educational Transformation Solution and Sanjeevani Word School. I'm sure that today we will all have a great time and will also learn a lot from the young talents on this platform. We wish the participant all the best for their presentation. Proceeding ahead, the main event for this evening is to showcase the talents of the young generation. Language acquisition is achieved through practical immersion, knowledge, and adoption of multifaceted and alternative learning approaches. Today's Youth Voice refers to the distinctive ideas, opinions, attitudes, knowledge, and action of the young generation as a collective body. HATS and Sanjeevani Word School is privileged to provide this wonderful platform for students around the world to show their skills, creativity, and curiosity to learn more. Let's all come together and make the most of it. Now here I would like to call Ms. Rashi to proceed further.
Thank you, Ms. Dipali. Good evening, Namaste, Sat Sri Akal, Kem Cho, and how are you all? Once again, I welcome each one of you along with my co-host Dipali Paul. We are extremely overwhelmed to get this opportunity to address you all on the Sustainable Development Goal on Zero Hunger. Dear participants and the viewers, we have 35 schools across the globe who have been participating for this event. There are 5 international schools who will be there with us in the coming days, and rest of the schools are pan-Indian schools. I'm certain that you all must be wondering and probably anxious about the future that holds in store. The challenges are for everybody. How you deal with them is what makes you stand out. We are pleased and we are able to welcome all those of you who are there with us and all those who are there who are going to be associated with us from today onwards. No auspicious event begins without lighting of the lamp. I would now request Dipali ma'am to please take it forward.
Thank you, ma'am. Once again, it's my privilege to welcome this beautiful audience who have given their valuable time to be a part of this great event organized by HATS and Sanjeevani Word School. Dr. Aruna Vodkar, pragmatic and compassionate personality without whom this event would not have been possible. Now, moving further, as for the Indian tradition, we would like to start the program by paying tribute to the goddess of knowledge, Goddess Saraswati. Mother, we pray for your blessing with all humility. Give us wisdom to make this world a better place. May all human beings live in harmony and peace. May the truth prevail. May the darkness of ignorance be swept away by the dawn of self-realization. Let's all join the spiritual moment with our heart and soul and enjoy the Saraswati Vandana.
शुभं करोति कल्याणं आरोग्यं धन संपदा शत्रुबुद्धि विनाशाय दीपज्योते नमोस्तुते ॐ।
That was so blissful. Before proceeding, let me tell you that the Saraswati Vandana is sung by Sujata Iyer with her melodious voice. Thank you, ma'am, for creating an heavenly atmosphere here. I, Dipali Paul, along with my co-host, Miss Rashi, welcomes you all on behalf of HATS family on this great event. Now, I would like to introduce you to all the energetic personality of Miss Rashi Shah. She is an English head primary at Sanjeevani Word School. a poem writer, first aid certified trainer with an experience of an international crew with Jet Airways for 8 years, a teacher for 7 years and loves to organize and coordinate events. She is the recipient of many awards. Her mantra is, education is all about a lifetime opportunity to learn. Over to you, Rashi ma'am.
Thank you, Ms. Dipali. So, Dipali Paul, my co-host, a lady who wears a smile on her sleeve, is a coordinator of HITS, cultural coordinator, a passionate math teacher with 8 years of experience. Presently, she's working as a coordinator cum math teacher at Bharat Ram Global School, Indirapuram, and she aims for the best outcome. She's awarded the most hardworking teacher of her school. Such an appreciation fills with pride and keeps motivated.
Thank you so much, ma'am. The Sustainable Development Goals were born at a United Nations conference on sustainable development in Rio de Janeiro in 2012. The objective was to produce a set of universal goals that meet the urgent environmental, political, and economic challenges faced by the world. Sustainable development practices help countries grow in ways that adapt to the challenges posed by climate change, which will in turn help to protect important natural resources for ours and future generations.
बस बस थैंक यू बेटा अगर मैं आवाज दूं तो प्लीज आ जाना मेरे बच्चे ठीक है लिटिल नॉलेज है ना
Sustainable development practices help countries grow in ways that adapt to the challenges posed by climate change, which will in turn help to protect important natural resources for ours and future generations. In 2015, a global delegation of experts developed, debated, and introduced the 17 Sustainable Development Goals to be adopted by the United Nations and its 193 member countries. The 17 goals emerged from rigorous research into global conditions and trends. They are at the forefront of international development conversations, initiatives, and require innovative research collaborations to create new possibilities and a better future for a more sustainable world. In addition to learning core academic subjects, children need to grow in other areas that are equally important in the development of an all-round individual. We do not teach only to attempt, but also provide knowledge-centered, conductive environment and ambience in which they learn. Now, I would like to call Ms. Rashi to proceed further.
I would now like to call upon Rishita Soni to please share Goal Zero Hunger Day to Day. Rishita Soni, can we have you unmuted, please? Thank you. So I guess Rishita is facing some network glitch. Can we have a team member to give the introduction about Zero Hunger Goal Day 2?
Yes, ma'am, sure. Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Jolina Almeida, and I'm going to be speaking about our second Sustainable Development Goal, Zero Hunger. Food is basic and fundamental human right. Yet in a world of billions, over 820 million people worldwide suffer chronic undernourishment. Every day, too many men and women across the globe struggle to feed their children a nutritious meal. The Sustainable Development Goal 2, Zero Hunger, aims to end all forms of hunger and malnutrition by 2030, making sure all people, especially children and more vulnerable, have access to sufficient and nutritious food. This involved promoting sustainable agricultural practices, improving the livelihood and capacities of small-scale farmers, allowing equal access to technologies, etc. United Nations says that the world has made great progress in fight against hunger in last 2 decades. But still, there is a long way to go. And if we want to see a world free of hunger by 2030, not only government, but also each and every citizens must collaborate, invest, innovate, and create lasting solutions. And we should able to help and change the world for better. So at the end, I would just like to say, everyone deserves a decent meal. End hunger, start sharing. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Jolina. Moving forward, I would now like to introduce to one of the very pleasing personalities and one of my favorite educators for today, none other than Aditya Bisaria sir. Aditya Bisaria sir is MCom LIB by professional degree and an educator by heart and professional practice since the year 2003. He started from the pre-primary school teacher, content developer, teacher trainer, parent counselor, child counselor, and expert of early childhood. Is currently the MD, the managing director of Ganges School, Ganges Panshala, director of BBHB Inter College, and director of KKH Girls Junior High School. Sir is a member of ECE and APA and is also an honorary chief advisory, expansion and collaboration officer, HADES. He's a national director, Global Educators Fraternity. Sir is a believer of practical learning and has thorough experience of managing corporate and public events. He is a firm believer of holistic education and implementing the principles of NEP. Started conducting successfully live sessions for preparatory kids since the year April 2020. In this era of artificial intelligence and machine learning, Sir has also started working upon the digitalization of the content and curriculum. Follower of Swami Vivekanand and Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, Sir is also a noted speaker and educational consultant, works on a holistic development of the children, believes that when pillars of student unite, that is parent, teacher, family, miracles happen. He is a recipient of many awards such as Rotary Nation Builder Award, Mr. Motivation Education Icon, He Awards, Acharya Chanakya Shiksha with Samman, Sanjeevani Seed of Knowledge Awards, and many more. And here I welcome Aditya sir for SDG Day 2, Zero Hunger topic. Sir, I would now request you to please unmute the mic and share your thoughts with us today. Thank you.
Namaskar, and thank you so much, Rashi, for this wonderful introduction. Really generous of you. And youth is actually the future. It is the energy which will build the future. Franklin D. Roosevelt has said, we cannot always build the future for the youth, but we can build our youth for the future. So this initiative by Team Sanjeevani, HEDS and IDYM to collaborate the youth globally, bring them on the same platform, give them a voice and listeners to hear out to them is the biggest round change which has been initiated at the right time. And I congratulate them for this beautiful, thoughtful work. And it's really an honor for me to hear out our next generation, not only from Pan India, but globally. So with this, all the best to all the children, and thank you for this.
Thank you so much, sir, for your pearls of wisdom. And yes, when we unite together, when we have positivity spread around, when the goal is one, I'm sure success will definitely follow us. Thank you so much for being there with us today and motivating the students over here, the participants over here. I would now like to call upon Dipali Paul ma'am to please take it forward. Thank you.
heads an evolving institution and a social enterprise that provides essential knowledge, assessments, counseling programs, work skills, and other customized solutions in the field of education. Now, I would like to introduce you all with the multi-talented, extraordinary, energetic personality among us, Dr. Aruna Wadkar. She has an experience of 3 decades in the field of education and corporate sector. As an educational consultant, educator, mentor, and speaker, her career reflects a richness and strength of diversity. Her hands-on experience of 30 years across various designations of repute in ICSE, CBSE, and state board schools include Director and Principal, Dolphin International School, Kashmir, Pulwama, Academic Head and Lead of Schools, Pearson, Regional Director of Schools, Zealand Limited, South Zone. Carrying with her huge experience, she is currently the founder and managing director at Harvest Educational Transformation Solution, an organization registered with MSME, Government of India. Here, I would like to call Ms. Rashi to proceed further.
Thank you so much, Dipali ma'am. So, Sanjeevani World School, it's a futuristic school wherein everyone is encouraged and inspired to learn the skill to success in the globalized arena. Backed with a team of passionate, hardworking, and dedicated individuals, the school is ready to prepare each learner for the future challenges, which will enable them to reach their goals far beyond the horizon. Let me introduce to you the boss lady of the school, who wears a smile and confidence with her, is none other than Dr. Seema Negi ma'am. She's the principal of Sanjeevani World School and a firm believer the function of education is to teach one to think intensively and to think critically. Intelligence plus character, that is the goal of true education. The students of Sanjeevani World Education deserve the best, and she lives by the principle of empathy and gratitude. She is a coordinator of SAARC Nations Regional Committee for Global Youth Parliament. She is a Secretary General from India for Global Talk Education. She is a proud Rotarian and Social Ambassador for Indian Development Foundation. Ma'am is an advisor for Sports Academy Association of India. She is a territory head for Association of Primary Education and Research. She is associated with many social and educational organizations worldwide. She is a recipient of many national and international awards. Her passion and dedication lies in contributing in her time and effort for betterment of society and education. She is an eminent speaker, moderator, panelist at various conferences, events, summits, and global platforms. She stands by the maxim, I am because we are. For her, her team, and her students are always been the top priority. And she believes that togetherness and developing a community where people support each other to grow together to achieve their vision and dreams. Moving ahead, I would now like to introduce to you Vandana ma'am. She's a coordinator of Ram Ratna International School. She's B.Ed, M.Ed in English Literature. She is teaching social science in Ram Ratna International School since the year 2017. She is in the education field from last 10 years, and I would now request her to please take the event forward.
Namaste, ma'am, and thank you so much, Rashi, ma'am, for such a warm welcome and my introduction. I'm a teacher in Ram Ratna International School, and my coordinator has given me this opportunity to present over here. And my name is Vandana Shah, and I'm teaching social science in Ram Ratna International School last 5 years. I have my principal name, Dr. Jaya Parikh, ma'am, and really it's very good opportunity for all of us to discuss on this platform. So my 3 students already I have they are here, and I have given their name also. They are Naisha, Aishani, and Akhya. So, ma'am, we are really looking forward to see in this scenario that how we can, and our young leaders, they can go ahead, and really they are getting such a wonderful platform where they are going to discuss about goal number 2, no hunger. So all the best to my dear students, and thank you so much, Rashi ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
So much. I would now like to call upon Pushpalata ma'am from Genius Public School. Thank you so much. Pushpalata ma'am, are you there with us?
Rashi ma'am, first we can now go ahead with Ramratna International School students because Vandana ma'am has already introduced herself. Now she can introduce the student and we can go ahead with them.
Yes, ma'am. So should I, ma'am, call my students, ma'am, or Rashi
Yes,
ma'am,
please.
you would be calling them? Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much. So my first student, Naisha Mehta. Naisha Mehta, kindly present your screen. Then Akhya and Aishani be ready afterwards. Thank you, ma'am.
Ma'am, it is showing only the host can share the screen.
Please tell me, Naisha, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm-
Naisha, Akhya, then Aishani.
Naisha, I've given you the right.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. Ma'am, are you able to see my screen?
Yes, dear.
Namaste to one and all present over here. Myself, Naisha Mehta from grade 8, Ramratna International School. Today, I will be talking about Zero Hunger, Goal 2. Causes of Zero Hunger. Poverty is one of the main causes of zero hunger. When people are in state of poverty, they lack the resources to cover their basic needs such as food, water, and shelter. Other causes are natural disaster and seasonal changes, which can affect homes, land, jobs, and markets and cause malnutrition. For people who rely on farming, changes in climate along with food prices and availability affect hunger. Impact. People living in rural or urban areas face lack of food resources, which causes poor health issues and various diseases, which can also affect severely. Chronic diseases are caused by malnutrition. Solution. The most simple way is to stop wasting food. This is one way where each and every individual can contribute towards Zero Hunger Challenge. Another way is food donations. We can start contributing little amount from our pockets and distribute food in urban areas where people face lots of difficulties to feed themselves and their families. Fun facts. Zero hunger can help build a more safer and prosperous world for everyone. It could also save the lives of 3.1 million children a year. Proper nutrition early in life could mean 46% more in lifetime earnings. Well-nourished mothers have healthier babies with a stronger immune system. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Naisha. Now I would
Thank you,
request Aishani, sorry, Akhya Indani.
Please go ahead, Bita.
Yes. Namaste everyone. My name is Akhya Indani And today we'll see, Namaste everyone, my name is Akhya Indani, and today we'll see how Zero Hunger Mission is globally spread. Starvation is the characteristics of some people not having enough food to eat. It is not the characteristics of there being not enough food to eat. This quote by Amrita Sen means there is plenty of food to eat, but still people do not get food to eat. Let's start. My screen is hung, I don't know why.
It's okay, Akhya. Akhya, you can stop and again you can start to share, dear. Don't worry.
Namaste everyone, my name is Akhya Indani, and today we'll see how Zero Hunger Mission is globally spread. Starvation is the characteristics of some people not having enough food to eat. It is not the characteristics of there being not enough food to eat. This quote by Amrita Sen means there is plenty of food to eat, but still people do not get food to eat. Let's start with our discussion. The world faces a grave nutrition situation. This means as many of people do not get food to eat, they suffer with different diseases. Food wasted globally. 1.3 tons of food are wasted every year, and human consumption is 3.9 billion. And just 1/4 of all wasted food can feed 795 million unnourished people who suffer from hunger. So here we can see how different age groups are suffering for food in different areas despite the food being there. Damages of malnutrition. Around 3.1 million children die every year from malnutrition. Poor nutrition causes about 45% of children dead under the age of 5, where hunger is worst. Places shown in the map have a lot of hungry people dying in search of food and water, which are their rights. Asia has 525.6 million hungry people. Sub-Saharan Africa has 214 starving people. Sub-Saharan Africa has 214 million starving people. Latin America and Caribbean has 37 million hungry people. If we continue going down the list, there are many more places. So we can see there are so many people hungry. Till now, we have till now the goal Zero Hunger has achieved its goal over 10 places. Thank you so much everyone for listening to me patiently. I urge you all to please give at least a little bit to the beggars and the needy people. This can be our first own baby step to achieve the goal of Zero Hunger. Thank you so much.
Well done, both of you girls. Now I request Aishani Srivastav kindly continue.
Namaste everyone, my name is Aishani Srivastav and today I'm going to present on Goal 2 Zero Hunger. Let's start off by a poem. Hunger is the color of the steaming desert. It sounds like a low monster crowd ready to pounce. It tastes like dry worm and rubbing against your tongue and smells like emptiness. Hunger looks like starving children begging for food and makes you as if you are going in. Meaning of Goal Zero Hunger. The goals of the Zero Hunger Initiative are to end hunger and make sure that enough nutritious food are available to people by 2030. Other aspects of the goal include ending all forms of malnutrition and promoting sustainable agriculture. We all want our families to have enough food to eat that is safe and nutritious. A world with zero hunger can positively impact our economics, health, education, equality, and social development. It is a key piece of building a better future for everyone. Existence of hunger and food insecurities. unequal distribution of food globally and locally, societal treatment of food as commodity, inadequate resources, which produces food in a sustainable way, limiting trade restriction and government policies on food exportation and importation. Here we can see a picture. It says hidden hunger. It surely is a global problem. Micronutrient diseases, which are caused by not having a diverse diet, by not eating animal source foods like fish and meat, can lead to impaired brain development in children, which makes it difficult for them to concentrate in studies, stunting in children, and increased risk of diseases like diarrhea and malaria. Fun fact. If women farmers had the same access to resources as men, the number of hungry people could be reduced by 150 million. More than a quarter of world population, which is 1.9 million, are overweight. 3.4 million people die each year due to overweight. 795 million people do not have enough food, out of which 780 million people are from developing countries. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I would now like to call upon Hiran from Sanjeevani World School to please present her views today. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Hiral Jangir and I am from Sanjeevani World School. Nidhi ma'am, can you please present the screen? Thank you ma'am. What is zero hunger? Zero hunger means that no one should remain empty stomach. I from Sanjeevani World School would like to speak something about zero hunger. My name is Hiral K. Jangir, grade 7th A, and I am from Sanjeevani World School. What is zero hunger? Zero hunger is our second sustainable development goal. What is SDG? SDG is Sustainable Development Goal. There are about 17 goals, out of which our second goal is the most important goal. What is meant by hunger? The state of not having enough food to eat, especially when this causes illness or death. What is meant by zero hunger? Every day, too many men and women across the globe struggle to feed their children a nutritious meal. Goal 2, that is zero hunger, pledges to end hunger, achieve food security, improve nutrition, and promote sustainable agriculture, and is the priority of World Food Programme, that is WFP. In this slide, you can see two pictures. The left-hand side is kids with poverty, and the right-hand side are the rich kids playing with the food. In the previous slide, you all must have noticed Nasty and Virtue kids. What were they doing? The kids who are rich, they don't care about the food because their parents earn a lot and buy everything the kids want. That's why they don't value food and money. The kids who are struggling from poverty do care about the money and food because their parents work hard and fill their stomachs. But more than 690 million kids are still sleeping empty stomach. Are there any solutions for zero hunger? Yes, of course, there are solutions for zero hunger. First, we must save the food. We should eat food of our capacity. We should not overeat. We should share the food, donate food to the needy. What should we do to spread awareness among the citizens? We should donate food, money, clothes, etc. We should make posters to share awareness. We should speak motivational speeches. Please help the needy and donate, collaborate, innovate, and invest for zero hunger. Thank you.
That was wonderfully put up, Hiran. I would now like to call upon Kunjal Nayak from Sanjeevani World School.
Yes, ma'am. Hello, everyone. My name is Kunjal Naik, and today I will be showing a poster today for a second sustainable development goal, zero hunger. So, this poster describes that we should never waste our food. And so, if we don't want to eat something, rather than throwing it in the dustbin and wasting it, we should preserve it for the next day to eat. Zero Hunger pledges to end hunger, achieve food security, improve nutrition, and promote sustainable agriculture, and is the priority of the World Food Program. Every day, WFP and its partners work to bring us closer to a zero hunger world. Also, we can donate to people who cannot afford it. In a world where we produce enough food to feed everyone, still 815 million people go to bed on an empty stomach each night. Even 1 in 3 suffer from malnutrition. Not only to do the consequences of not enough or the wrong food cause suffering from the poor health, they are also slow in progress in many other areas of development like education and employment. And at the end, I would just say it's an important mission to us that by 2030, we need to end hunger. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kunjal, for your views, for your point of view. Yes, the future generation, if they believe, if they agree, then there can be a change in nation. I would now like to call upon Mahi Kevaria from Sanjeevani World School.
Yes, ma'am. Hello, everyone. My name is Mahi Kevadia. I am from Sanjeevani World School. Here to share you my opinion on zero hunger. Together, we can solve hunger. Every day, too many men and women across the world struggle to feed their children a nutritious meal. In a world where we produce enough food to feed everyone, up to 811 million people still go to bed on an empty stomach each night. Acute food insecurity affected 135 million people in 55 countries in 2019. Even more, 1 in 3 suffer from some form of malnutrition. Eradicating hunger and malnutrition is one of the great challenges of our time. Not only do the consequences of our time of not enough or the wrong food cause suffering and poor health, they also slow progress in many other areas of development like education and employment. In 2015, the global community adopted the 17 Global Goals for Sustainable Development to improve people's lives by 2030. Now, I would like to share your video on it. Ma'am, can you please present the screen?
Video, we are going to address you with goal number 2 of the Sustainable Development Goals, which is zero hunger. What are Sustainable Development Goals about? The Sustainable Development Goals, SDG, is an initiative embraced through the partnerships of all United Nations member states, which set the agenda back in 2015. The agenda, through the foundation of these goals, act as a call to action which highlights on ending poverty, provides safeguarding for the planet, and secure prosperity for all by 2030. How many goals are there? The Sustainable Development Goals consist of 17 goals that are united through every aspect. Zero hunger. Hunger is one of the major uncontrolled problems the world is facing, and it is almost somewhat similar to a global epidemic. The rate of hunger as of 2019 has been rising, and the groups affected worldwide are mostly children. Zero hunger is established as the second goal needed to be achieved by 2030 on this planet, under the Sustainable Development Goals, SDG. Zero hunger by all means places a higher importance on areas such as to end hunger, achieve food security and improved nutrition, and promote sustainable agriculture. Would ever wonder what it feels like to achieve this dream and what's even better that can come out of it? Of course, there will be complimentary access to food supplies for all, regardless of background or income status, and it will be a life-changing experience for the vulnerable groups in which none of them gets left behind anymore to receive this privilege. The world will be an even better place for everyone to live in. Therefore, to slowly achieve this, everyone needs to start putting in their efforts together to make this dream a reality by 2030. If you are watching this video, now is the time to start. Don't worry if you just realize this issue. Everyone needs to start from somewhere, no matter big or small the effort is. In this world, 821
As you saw in the video, Goal 2 Zero Hunger pledges to end hunger, achieve food security, improve nutrition, and promote sustainable agriculture, and is the priority of the World Food Programme. Humanitarian Food Assistance. They provide nutritious food to those in urgent need. Meanwhile, the complementary programs address the root causes of hunger, building the resilience of communities. So, we don't need to keep saving the same lives each year. The world has made great progress in reducing hunger. There are 300 million fewer hungry people than in 1990 to 1992, despite a 1.9 billion increase in world's population. But there is still a long way to go, and no one organization can achieve zero hunger if it works alone. If we want to see a world free of hunger by 2030, governments, citizens, civil society organizations, and the private sector must collaborate to invest, innovate, and create lasting solutions. And at the end, I would just like to say, stop hunger, start sharing, conserve food, and save lives. Thank you.
Wow, Mahi. Wonderful information. Very good, Mahi. I would now like to call upon Pushpalata ma'am from Genius Public School to please unmute her mic and take the event forward. Pushpalata ma'am, I guess she's facing some network glitch. So
Hello,
without...
now my voice is audible to you, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am, loud and clear.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. Myself, Pushpalata Bhadoria from Genius Public School, District Bulandshahr. Ma'am, it's really a great opportunity to me and my students to be a part of this wonderful program. It's indeed a great step to make and sensitize our children to the grave problem of poverty, hunger, and so on we have discussed in this program, in this event. And it's a need to sensitize the children because now these days the entire world is facing with this problem. And me and my students are grateful to you that you make us the part of this great event. And now I would like to introduce my students who have participated in this. Jiten from class 8, Purva Gaur, class 6th, and Pratik Gaur from class 6th. That's all, ma'am.
I would now request Purva Gaur to please present her views with us today. Thank you. Purva Gaur, I request you to please present your views with us today.
Purva, Pratik, Jiten, are you in the meeting, beta?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, start. Give your introduction first of all, and then what you have prepared.
Okay, ma'am.
Speak that.
Good evening, all of you. Myself, Pratik Gaur from Genius Public School. I would like to speak a speech in front of you. Do you ever think about the millions of families and kids that suffer from not being able to have food? You should be very grateful if you have a family to provide for food for you, because not every kid does. Hunger is a term that has three meanings: the uneasy or painful sensation
caused by the want of food, craving, appetite also. The exhausted condition is caused by the want of food. The want of scarcity of food is in a country and a strong desire of craving. And I would also like to sing a poem in front of you. Go to hungry child. Hungry child, I did not make this world for you. You did not buy any stock in my railroads. You did not invest in my corporation. Where are you share in Standard Oil? I made the world for the rich and they will be rich. And they have always been rich. Not for you, my hungry child. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Priti. Now I would like to call Jitendra.
Good evening, all of you. Today, my name is Jitendra Yadav from Genius Public School. Today, I am here to introduce you all about second sustainable goal, which is no hunger. What is hunger and where does it exist? Hunger occurs when the body does not get enough energy and nutrients it needs each day. Second, this can cause a decrease in mental and physical activities. Third, hunger exists in rich, wealthy countries and poor countries. What are the causes of hunger? Some causes of hunger include natural disaster, weak agriculture and infrastructure, poverty, unstable war-torn areas, and the main cause of hunger is poverty. What will solving world hunger do? Only if we work together and world hunger be stopped. It will help families and children fighting starvation. It can reduce the amount of food thrown out that could be given to people needy. Third, help assist people who are unable to afford food. The fight to save family and children. First, families are struggling to keep their kids fed mainly because of their low incomes. More than 15% of children from low income families don't get enough to eat. Second point, the end of wasting and throwing out food. In the US alone, 40 to 50% of all food ready for harvest never gets eaten. In some part of Africa, a quarter or more of crop go bad before they can be eaten. Better technology and agriculture skills is limited. Providing for people with low income. First, poor people in developing countries spend between 50 and 80% of their income on food. Low income leads to no food, which lead to poorer health. By helping those in need, we will create a happier and healthier future. Thank you.
I would now like to call upon Purva Gaur.
Yes, ma'am. Good evening, all of you. Myself Purva Ghosh from Genius Public School, Padha Pahasu, District Bulandshahr. Under the event Sustainable Development Goals, I have given the topic No Hunger. First of all, I would like to introduce what is hunger and where does it exist. Hunger occurs when the body does not get enough energy and nutrition it needs each day. This can cause a decrease in mental and physical activities. Hunger exists in rich, wealthy countries and poor countries. I would like to sing a poem in front of you, Hungry Child. Every day children around the world are starving. Children has to go without food when their parents don't have the money to feed them. All over the world, there are times when all children have went to bed without anything to eat. Children die every single day because they don't have enough money to feed themselves. Food should be free to low-income families so that the people who can't afford to people their children can feed them without having to worry that their children or themselves will die.
If food is free to those people, we will have children for our next generation. Thank you.
Thank you so much, dear. Moving forward, I would now like to call upon the Ram Ratna School to please ask their questions to Sanjeevani World School students. Are you ready, dear participants? Let's get together. Students from Ram Ratna School?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Can we start?
Yes, dear. Please.
Akhya.
Kindly unmute and ask your questions.
Okay. So the question is, one second. Ishani, you go ahead with the question.
How can we achieve zero hunger?
So, Team
Yes.
Sanjeevani, I want one of you to answer this, please.
Yes, ma'am. We can make changes in our own life at home by supporting local farmers or markets and making sustainable food choices. There are food banks or food pantry in our community that we and our family could donate to. So wasting less, eating better, and adopting a sustainable lifestyle are key for building a world free of hunger. Also, the government of India has come up with programs like public distribution system, Antyodayo Anna Rozgar Yojana, the Mid-Meal Scheme, Mahatma Gandhi Rural Environment Guarantee Act, etc. to address hunger problem in the country. Thank you.
That's wonderfully put up. Anyone else from Ram Ratna School would like to ask their doubts, their
Yes, ma'am.
questions?
I would like
Next
to ask
question
a
is,
question.
Yes, Naisha.
Why should we care about zero hunger?
Yes, a world with zero hunger can positively impact our economies, health, education, equality, and social development. It's a key piece of building a better future for everyone. Thank you.
okay,
Great.
so the next question is, what is the purpose of zero hunger as the sustainable development goal?
Okay, ma'am, can I answer this?
Yes, please, Kunjal.
Our planet has provided us with tremendous resources but unequal access to insufficient handling of these resources, leaving millions of people malnourished. According to the United Nations, there are around 690 million people who are hungry, which account for 10% of world population. One in every 9 people go to bed hungry each night. So United Nations came up with the SDG program, and the second goal of SDG is zero hunger, which pledges to end hunger, achieve food security, improve nutrition and promote sustainable agriculture. Thank you.
That's wonderful. I would now request Genius Public School to please ask their questions to Ram Ratna School.
Yes, ma'am. My
Any one of you can volunteer to ask your questions to Ram Ratna students?
Yes, ma'am. My question is, what is hunger?
Yes, ma'am.
question is, what are the main source for the world hunger problem?
Can you repeat? Your voice was breaking.
Purva, repeat the question, beta.
Okay, ma'am. What are the main reason of the world hunger problem? Okay, so the answer to that is poverty is the main cause of hunger. World most people who are hungry are in extreme poverty. The largest group of people in the world in extreme poverty are smallholder farmer in developing countries.
That's wonderfully put up. Anyone else who would like to volunteer?
Ma'am, can I ask a question?
Yes, please.
So my question is, how can we solve hunger problem?
Ram Ratna School. Would you like to answer this?
We can solve the hunger problem by forming a club or hosting an activity. We can raise awareness, and by starting off, we should waste less food and donate food to the poor ones.
Ma'am, I have question. Can I ask? Ma'am, I have question. Can I ask?
Yes,
Yes,
you
dear,
can.
please ask. Please ask.
My question is, what are issues related to hunger?
So the answer to the question is hunger can lead to serious health issues including stunted growth, eye problems, diabetes and heart diseases. Care costs, reduces productivity and slows economic growth.
Thank you so much, dear. I would now request Team Sanjeevni to present their questions in front of Genius Public School. Thank you. Team Sanjeevni, request you to please present your questions to Genius Public School.
How can we solve hunger problem?
Genius, would you like to answer this? Genius Public School, would you like to answer this? How can we solve hunger problem? Jitendra, Purva, any one of you would like to answer from Genius Public School? Yes, Jitendra.
We can solve hunger problem by helping the needies who need food, and we can
Jitendra is facing some network problems. Anyone else would like to answer on his behalf?
Purva, Prateek, try to give the answer.
It's okay. Can we have another question, please? If there's any other question, Team Sanjeevni, would you like to answer?
Ma'am, can I ask a question?
Yes, please.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, my question is, what are the main reason for world hunger problem?
Genius, would you like to answer this?
Please repeat the question.
Yes, Prateek.
Can you please repeat the question?
The question that was... Yes, Mahi, please continue.
My question is, what are the main reasons for world hunger problem?
Main reason for world hunger problem are natural disasters, poverty, and weak agriculture and infrastructure.
Thank you so much. So yes, this was something exciting that we got to know it, that it is not only what you research, but it is something beyond your research that you went along. So congratulations to all the 3 schools. And this is not a competition. Remember this. It's not a competition. Remember this. It is just an exposure to each one of you to present your thoughts and your views. I would now request our chief guest for the day, Aditya Bisaria sir, to share his views, what he
Thank you so much.
encountered today.
Thank you so much for this beautiful moment. Thanks to Dr. Seema Negi, Dr. Aruna, and Dr. Gaurav. Sorry.
Mr. Ravi. Mr. Ravi.
Mr. Ravi. And Mr. Ravi, for this beautiful moment to create. And well done, children. Very beautiful work done by you all. You all have done a tremendous work and in collecting the information. Well done, kudos. Now keep this information intact with you. Question yourself time and time, again and again. How many of these points are valid for you in your area? Which points are valid in your counterparts' area? Because all the reasons vary geographically. And it also vary as per the availability, as you all said, and the knowledge how to utilize it. And right now, the biggest problem faced is not only of the citizens of the country who are suffering due to poverty, but also of the citizens who are very well having the resources but lack the knowledge of utilizing it wisely. They feel that junk food is the style of the day and wish to go for that. Then there are psychological problems also. Apart from that, there are certain beliefs also. So a wonderful initiative by all of you, and you all deserve a clap, pat for yourself, clap for yourself along with me.
Thank you, sir.
Wonderful job, and keep up the good work. I am 100% sure that you all are going to do very, very great in the future. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
This motivation will definitely get along for a long way. A long journey lies ahead for each one of us. I would now like to call upon Ms. Jolina.
Yes,
I
ma'am,
would
sure.
like to call.
Okay. Good evening, all the dignitaries present here once again. I am Jolina Almeida from Sanjeevani World School. Now we have almost reached to the end of our program, and now it is a time to summarize our event. All the presentations and ideas that were presented by our students were really fabulous and wonderful. And our goal to zero hunger aims to end hunger by 2030. Through the presentations and answers that are brought by our young minds, we definitely have come to some solutions to improve the situation. However, the focus still remains the same as to how far we have achieved hunger problem and what could we do to stop hunger problems in the world, as this is a need of an hour. Now, the COVID-19 pandemic and the lockdown has placed huge pressure on agriculture and has created a disruption in supply chain. This has raised issues of malnutrition and inadequate food supply to the household, with poorest of them being gravely affected. Thus, eradicating hunger and malnutrition is one of the greatest challenges of our time. So now I would like to end with Gandhiji's words that Earth provides enough to satisfy everyone's need, but not for everyone's greed. Therefore, the timely achievement of these goals must become our top priority. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I would now like to call upon Deepali Paul ma'am to take it forward. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. As we have successfully completed today's session for Goal 2, I request all to join SDG Goal 3 session tomorrow at 3:30 p.m. That is good health and well-being. Ensuring healthy lives and promoting well-being at all ages is essential to sustainable development. Currently, the world is facing global health crisis unlike any other COVID-19, spreading human suffering, destabilizing the global economy, and upending the lives of billions of people around the globe. Before the pandemic, major progress was made in improving the health of millions of people. Significant strides were made in increasing life expectancy and reducing some of the common killers associated with child and maternal mortality. But more efforts are needed to fully eradicate a wide range of diseases and address many different persistent and emerging health issues. By focusing on provided more efficient funding of health system, improve sanitation and hygiene, and increase access to physicians, significant progress can be made in helping to save the lives of millions. Now, I would like to invite Ms. Rashi to proceed further. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. And dear audience, viewers, participants, do not forget, it is day 2. We have all the more days left with us. And the culmination of the event is on 25th of September, 11 o'clock in the morning till 12:30 in the afternoon. Don't forget to join in, set your watches, set the alarm, mark the date on the calendar, and be there with us on 25th of September for the culmination of SDG event. I would now like to call upon Naisha to please present vote of thanks.
My heartiest greetings to everyone. I'm Naisha Sethi from the Heads Youth League, and I feel an honor to express the vote of thanks with all of you. I would really like to thank our special guest for today, Mr. Aditya Bisaria, to grace this occasion with their presence. Thank you for your gracious presence, sir. I would like to express my deep gratitude to all the principal, coordinators, and students for participating and enlightening us with their knowledge on the Sustainable Development Goal number 2, Zero Hunger. I would also like to thank Dr. Arna Vatkar and Dr. Seema Negi. Without their support and guidance, this event would not have been possible. I would also like to express my deep sense of appreciation to the dedication of all the amazing teaching staff. Thank you for unstinted support. I owe a special gratitude to the administration staff who have worked so hard to ensure that this occasion becomes memorable. Thanks a lot, everyone.
Thank you,
Good
dear.
evening.
Yes, Nidhi ma'am.
Good evening everyone. Namaste. Ladies and gentlemen, ये program like this cannot happen overnight. The wheels started rolling months ago. It requires planning and to be bullseye for details. We have been fortunate enough to be by team very motivated and dedicated educators who know their job are result oriented. I cannot thank everyone enough for their involvement and their willingness to take on the completion of tasks beyond their comfort zone. Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you, dear participants, dear audience, dear coordinators and organizers for making us part of this beautiful event where learning never stops. And yes, do not forget, mark the date in the calendar, set your alarm watches, and be there with us on 25th of September, 11 a.m. in the morning till 12:30 p.m. in the afternoon for the culmination of Sustainable Development Goals. Until then, stay safe, be happy, and be positive. Thank you so much.